Bienvenidos. Soy la Bruja Espinada, and I am here with a special new moon reading. So let's get started. I've prayed and meditated over these cards. So let's get started. We're going to start with the reading and what it is that you guys need to know. Now, Thursday was the start of the fall equinox, so now we are in a brand new season. Now, the new moon is here. And the new moon, of course, is the brand new lunar cycle coming around. There's a lot of gates that are open right now that allow for change to happen. And this is all, don't think that you just because you missed a day, no, this is still the start. There's no time to waste at this point. There's no time wasted in trying to set the intentions for the new season, for this new lunar cycle, for this new week that's coming up. This is perfect timing. Take the opportunity, take advantage of this time that you currently have. With that being said, Divine, what messages do you have for our watchers at this time? What needs to be released? What needs to be released by our watchers at this time? What do they need to let go of? What do they need to cut ties with? What needs to be released? What needs to be released? The Queen of Pentacles, but it came out in reverse. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Cups. Now, at the bottom of the deck is typically like behind the scenes. And Three of Cups is usually something to celebrate about. There's more than one. There's 3 cups. Typically 2 cups is celebration between 2 individuals, but with the third cup, it is noting that there needs to be at least some sort of celebration. Now, let me see. The Queen of Pentacles. Now, the Queen of Pentacles typically is a sovereign, is royalty, is hierarchy. And looking at this card, it's someone who's on top of, well, they're seen as someone who is all about their finances, someone that's all about securing their bag. And considering that it's in reversed, and I'm being instructed it needs to be taken in reverse, there needs to be work that's done. There's a lack of security. I don't necessarily want to say insecurity, but I feel like it's more of a imposter syndrome type of situation where you are such a hard worker, you are, but there's still some hesitation. There's still some worry. There's still that feeling of not being fully sure of yourself. Like a lack of trust. But with the Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, and as I pick this up right underneath, is the moon. Now, the moon has a lot to do with intuition. It has a lot to do with things that aren't seen during the day, things that are only seen at night. Usually it's that ideal of when you get home, who are you really? And I feel that if the Queen of Pentacles is only showing that she's a queen, a strong, independent, financially steady queen during the day, like let's say this is your boss bitch mode when you're out in the streets, but when you're at home, you're really not trusting yourself. So when the moon comes out, it is a lack of trust, but you need to celebrate the fact that you are in fact that bitch, inside, outside, regardless of what you may think about yourself. You need to get out of that mode of lack mentality. You don't lack shit. You don't lack shit. You wouldn't celebrate. The cards wouldn't be telling you to celebrate, to trust yourself in your ability, because you are that queen. Abundant, so abundant in intuition, but you second guess yourself so much while you should be celebrating, especially now. And if you still have that opportunity to make a list of intentions that you want to set and things that you want to change, now is the time. Right now is the perfect time to do so. Divine, what should my queens embrace in this new lunar cycle? What should my queens embrace in this new season? What should my queens embrace? Ooh. So we have quite a few cards actually. Now, if you sat in on my reading for the fall equinox, you would have remembered that we got the Lovers, and the Lovers is back. Now, when the card comes back, it's because there's a message that really needs to be taken in. So if you didn't take it in the first time, now's the time to do it. The Lovers. The World. The Six of Wands. The Seven of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. Now, oh, there's so much here that you need to embrace. And really what all these cards are saying, so you need to love yourself. Not only right now, especially right now, we're actually entering Libra season. With the fall equinox, it's all about celebration and embracing everything that's been accomplished. And the reason why is because the Ten of Pentacles comes out. The Ten of Pentacles actually came out in the last reading. These two cards came out. I don't make this shit up. You guys saw it live. It popped out. It's a remembrance. It's trying to remind you, you have completed so much already. You need to focus on this, loving yourself. Quit worrying that you are not enough. You should be celebrating. You've completed so much. You've come so damn far. And yeah, you know what? There's still a ways to go. But there's so much that's been accomplished. Now, when the World comes out, the World is also another indicator of cycles. The world revolves. This is a lot that is coming up, and it's telling you to look at the big picture. The world, while the universe is vast and the world is but a small speck in it, this is just a reminder that you need to take a step back and really look at everything. And it's an indicator that the world is your oyster. There's still so much that you need to accomplish, or you feel like you're in a place where you don't even know where to start. So let's say, yeah, bruja, like definitely I want to set these intentions and I want to move forward and I want to celebrate and I want to trust my intuition, but and this little reverse queen is coming out. It's like, but it's just so much. Where do I start? It's like she's whispering to her, trust yourself, trust that intuition. The world is your oyster. It's essentially telling you to pick The Six of Wands is just pick anything. Pick anything, and you will be so successful. Not only that, but the Seven of Pentacles is, you see all these kitty cats, they're just sitting around. It looks like they're doing nothing, but that means that you've already planted your seeds. So once you pick, that is the start of you planting your seeds and just waiting to see which ones start to bloom. When your seeds, because not all, you can plant 100 seeds, and of those 100 seeds, not all of them are going to bloom. Sometimes they do. Most of the time they don't. And even if they were to bloom, those that have the most tending to are the ones that grow the most fruitful. Take that into consideration. What you tend to will grow. Now, I'm going to go ahead and ask for words of wisdom from the Threads of Fate. Mighty Fates, what message do you have for my beautiful queens at this time? What message do you have for my queens at this time? What message do you have for my queens at this time? See that? It says surrender. Surrender. And I know, oh, I didn't realize this. It's another one. And patience. Holy shit. I don't make this shit up. Surrender and patience. These two, holy shit, go hand in hand, let me tell you. And surrender is a lot of the moon. Surrender is the Lovers. Surrender is the World. Surrender is the Six of Wands. Like, I am not fucking kidding you. I don't make this shit up, my friends. So let's go with surrender. I'm telling you. I am telling you. Surrender. We often hear the word surrender being thrown around intentional communities, and rightfully so. This is one of the primary lessons we are on earth to learn. It is also one of the most challenging. To surrender is to have our human nature saying, I know how I should look at this. But we struggle when it comes to actually embodying it and putting it into practice. When we are working with larger concepts, it is important to break it down rather than embracing surrender like a mantra. Enter into a dialogue with it. What does it mean? What does it look like? If you were to surrender, how would you feel? How would you move through life? How would your heart, soul, and mind and body feel? With the situation at hand, how would you engage differently? What are small things you can do daily that hold a container for your surrender? Consider journaling around these questions and sit with what this card means for you and how to integrate it. And it's hard. It's hard to surrender. Trust me. Trust me, I took a break for a reason, and it was because I had such a hard time surrendering. And let me tell you, it's not easy, but when you start to surrender and finally give everything to the divine will guide you where you need to go. You can't be led anywhere. The divine's coming to take you by the hand, but if you're digging your feet into the earth, you're not going anywhere. You're at a standstill. And like I had said last time, you are the only one that can break the standstill. Let me see. I'm trying to find... here it is. Patience. This card brings the message that you must be patient and trust divine timing. Humans are anxious creatures. We know what we want and we want it now, but we are also working in collaboration with the divine, which means that sometimes we have to wait longer than we would like. Looking to Earth can be helpful when we are working to cultivate patience. We cannot rush the seasons. A tadpole cannot rush its metamorphoses. A tree cannot rush its growth. This card asks you to have faith that your own process is happening in perfect time. Remember what I told you, the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is an indicator. It sincerely is an indicator of having to be patient with what you sow. But just like it was saying, you have to pick something to focus on. And once you plant your seeds, once you decide what it is to focus on, and you devote your time to tending to that seed, you will reach your abundance. Now, I'm going to ask for what is going to be attracted to you at this time. What is going to be attracted to you at this time? What is being attracted to you at this time? Trying to keep these short. So the only card that came out was surprise. And I love that it has the moon and the sun and the earth, because that's everything that's going on right now. Everything. It says, in a way that you wouldn't expect, a gift from the universe, intense, twist of fate, eclipse news. What the hell's coming up? There's gonna be an eclipse. I don't make this shit up, guys. I do not make this shit up. Well, again, I'm trying to keep this short. So be patient, surrender, and your bag will come to you. Leave behind being... Stop questioning yourself. Stop it. Celebrate who you are and you will get your surprise. I'll see you guys next time.